Good morning, friends and family. This is Wander on day 129 of my Appalachian Trail journey. I'm here with Brother John. He's just dropped me off here at U.S. Forest Service Road 71, and up here in the middle of nowhere. And I am doing a southbound hike. It's going to be a long day. It's 20.6 miles. In a couple of days, tomorrow I'll get dropped off and go that direction for a couple miles. We got a weird setup coming up here in the next couple of days. But anyhow, just suffice to say, I got a long day going southbound, heading that way. And he's going to pick me up at Vermont 9, where he picked me up 2 days ago. And so it rained last night, so I'm expecting the trail may be a little muddier than it was before. That's Vermud for you. So that being said, let me get going and I'll bring you back when I find something interesting to share with you. Okay, here's a little water feature for you. And it goes down that way. Hopefully that's not the trail down that way. There's a shelter up there, Story Spring Shelter. I'm looking for white blazes, because if this is the trail, I got to go down that river. All right, here's a sign I didn't see. I asked for directions and pointed me this way. So the Vermont Trail, the long trail, and AT going south. All right, here's a nice little pond for you. Real muddy, water levels down. It just shows it's been kind of dry around here, which is a good thing for me. Alright, I've got to get over this water and stuff and continue on. Kind of rocky right here. Well, I got 5 miles in so far this morning, but unfortunately hasn't much to show you. We're kind of in the clouds, as you can see through there. But we're doing okay. The trail's not been too bad. AT typical. So I passed a hiker and he said the rest of the distance is fairly cruisy, but I've heard that story before, just because they're taller and longer legs and younger and stronger, and they can hike better and faster, and so to them it's easy. Okay, now here's a little water feature. Coming down there, coming shooting across here, and then going down. And I got to get across this slick thing without falling down. Let's see what I can do. All right, just come to a junction. Appalachian Trail, long trail, south and north. Guarded shelter, 4.1 mile. That's near the top. Kid Gore shelter, 0.1 mile that way. You can see the bear box over there. So I can't see. Oh yeah, there's the shelter roof. So Kid Gore shelter's right there. All right. I don't know if you can see that or not, but that's on Vermud, what we're trying to avoid. So sometimes you can get rocks and find rocks on the mud and step across down it without a problem, and today the mud is mostly firmer than soft, so been able to walk across most of it. But I can get some spots that are mucky, yucky, gooey. All right, I've got a little over half mile to go before I reach the top of today's hike, which is actually the midway point, about 10.3 miles. And then just on the other side of that, I'm going to refill with water and then go another 10.3 miles. I thought I'd bring it back just one more time for right now, though. this walk in this pine woods. It's got a little cool breeze, which is nice. The sun is shining. It hasn't gotten the heat of the day yet, so it's actually feels very nice, and the pine smells is good. We got a little stream to follow us down the trail, and rocks, wet rocks to hop on. Here's a little water feature coming right out of the ground. I don't see anything. Maybe something up behind there. They're flowing down there. Another little leg of it. All right, we got some water saturated areas here. All right, I need to get around this. Well, just came out to the Glastonbury Mountain and the Glastonbury Fire Tower. Well, I won't be climbing it. I wouldn't if I could, because they got it closed. But anyhow, the trail goes that way. Looks like some nice camping spots up here. But it's downhill from here. Okay, so right back there is the Goddard sheltered. And here is the spring for it. And I'm going to stop here and refill all my water bottles. Alright, come to across this sign for the Glastonbury Wilderness Green Mountain National Forest. Okay, little signpost for Little Pond. Somebody wrote 0.6 maybe, I don't know. Alright. Let's keep going. I've got 5 miles left to go today. I got mostly downhill, but there is one hill in the I got to climb yet. So there's still a lot of mud on the trail. I think this side of Glastonbury Mountain got more rain than the north side did, because it seems like there's a lot more mud on the second half of the trail today on the southbound. I think we've entered civilization again, at least trail civilization. We got some white planks, and look at this, we got a white blaze. Oh, there's white blazes back there too, or two of them back there. So for whatever reason, they didn't want to put them up for 5 miles. Literally, I think that's how much it was before I seen white blazes again. A lot of mud on the trail today. And now we're getting to a lot of planks, which is nice. Just don't quite cover enough, as you can see here. You gotta go around the mud to get to the planks. Then you walk on the planks for a little bit and you're back in mud. Alright, back on planks. They're almost pretty much dry, so the traction's good on them. So don't worry about slipping off. Tiptoe on the rocks. Same thing on the roots. Alright, no more planks. Let's see what we got. Well, here's a nice water feature for you. Good sized stream here. And I got to cross that way where those hikers are coming out at. Here's another nice little water feature for you. Okay, here's our power line view. Let me bring it in a little bit. And the other direction. Okay, here's a road sign for you. Appalachian Trail, Long Trail. Vermont State Route 9, 1.4 miles. That's where I'm headed to. Kelly Stand Road. I started 2 miles shy of that, so I've been on road 16. I've been on the road longer than that. So, Melville, Nam Shelter. Up that way somewhere. And a nice little stream for it. Alright, so 1.4 miles. That's what I got left to do today. Because according to my watch, as far as that Kelly Stand Road, I've been on the trail for 18 3/4 miles, and Kelly Stand Road is 2 miles farther from where I started. So go figure. All right, more mud. Let me zoom out a little bit so I can take you with me through here. I forgot about this. See, there's a white blaze there. And one there. Let me back up a little bit and turn around and let you get a little better view of that. Oh yeah. A couple of big rocks split in the middle. And the trail goes through it. There's a nice little water feature through there. I don't know how much you can see if I'll get closer, but we'll keep going down the trail and soon and see. Okay, here's this bridge that crosses the river, so there you go. Hello. How's it going? Good. Going good. And there's the other side. Alright. Gotta find Brother John. I show priviews too often, but there's a privie right here at the trailhead. I got a path taking me down here.
Distance 0.25.
And Brother John should be here somewhere, I hope. Yeah, there he is. There's Brother John. And my hiking day is done. Thanks for coming along.